going to start off by doing this super cool game that I have for you. So I want everybody to come up here and stand in this middle area right here. Oh, and before that, we're going to have everybody walk through the check-in line over here, grab some snacks, grab a name tag, because I forgot about that, sorry. Scan your ID.
You scan your map card, and that's how you do it. So,
and then make name tags, we know who you are, and then come back here. So I don't know if any of you have heard of the game Ships and Sailors, but it's really applicable to our workshop today, so we're going to start off by doing that. So you're all going to stand in the middle here, and you're going to face me, and there's going to be, it's kind of like Simon Says, but like a way cooler version. It's like a college version of Simon Says, okay? So how we're going to start is, I'm going to say to the ship, and you're all going to walk that way. So to the ship, and then you walk that way. And then if I say to the shore, you're going to turn and you're going to walk that way. If you're playing at home, feel free to join with us. Cool, so that makes sense? This is the ship, and that's the shore. Perfect. All right, if I say captain's coming, you're going to go like this, and you're not going to move until I say at ease. So if I say to the ship, no, don't go. Because I got to say at ease. See, that's the Simon Says component. All right, so that's the basic idea. Now, if I say hit the deck, you're all going to go like this. Right, but I didn't say at ease. Yeah. I broke my own rule, but that was for show. Okay, so hit the, at ease, hit the deck. Yeah, I know, sorry. Perfect, and then you get back up once you don't have to go all the way. You can just like this. Okay, so that's another one. If I say person overboard, you have to find one more person, and you're gonna stand. One person stands up above them and looks over them like that, and the other person's like this. So you would just be searching like that as overboard. Makes sense? Perfect, all right? So you have to find a pair. So I say person overboard. Yep. So then Emmy would be out, technically. But we're practicing. All right, if I say 3 people rowing, you're going to find 3 people and you're going to row. 3 people rowing, find 3. Yep. Someone I'll be out. All right, and 4 people eating. So you get a group of 4 and you pretend to eat.
I've done this before.
I don't
know.
All right, and then octopus, which is just 8 people, and you just put your arms in, and you make an octopus, and you put your other arm out like always doing.
We don't really have any.
We don't really have that many. Usually there are more people than this, so it would make more sense if you have like a bigger group. But that's fine. I probably won't do that one. All right, and then there's one more really important one, and it's called mermaid. And you're gonna get on the ground and you're gonna go like this, and you're gonna go, hi, sailor. Okay? So if I say mermaid.
Oh my God.
Perfect. Looks good. I'll only do that one a couple times. I don't want to if you get down on the ground then. All right, so that's the basic idea. We can do a practice round if people are a little, because that's a lot of rules to just like throw at you. But the idea is we want to try to whittle people down, and we're going to see if we can get a winner or 2 people to win. Okay? So if you mess up or anything, you would be out. We're going to practice for a couple, okay? So to the ship. Good. All right, to the shore. To the ship. To the ship. All right, to the shore. Captain's coming. At ease. Captain's coming. Person overboard. Okay, it's okay. No, it's okay. All right, to the ship. Big brain. All right. Still. Yeah. All right. At ease. All right, 3 people rowing.
I didn't know what we were doing.
We got all right, do we kind of get it though?
Yeah.
Should we do a couple of competitive ones? All right, be aggressive. Go get it. All right, go get it. Let's do to the ship. We'll let that slide to the shore. To the ship. To the shore. To the shore. All right, mermaid. I think these guys are allowed this. All right, get up. Captain's coming. Hit the deck. At ease. All right, so now we got it, right? Let's see. 3 people rowing. It's you again. Sit down for a second. Don't worry, I'll get him out quick here. Captain's coming to the ship. Okay, 4 people leading. Go. All right, at ease. Person overboard. Oh, we had an even number. Let's see. To the ship. To the shore. To the ship. To the ship. To the deck. Captain's coming. 3 people rowing. Go. All right, at ease. 4 people leading. Sorry. Okay, 3 people rowing. I'm just kidding. To the ship. I don't know. To the shore. All right, mermaid. All right, get up. Person overboard. All right, we're gonna end on those 2. Let's do one more. Everybody come back out. Congrats. To the ship. Nice. To the shore. To the ship. To the shore. Yeah, we're going the right way. Good. Person overboard. No. All right, 3 people rowing.
You just got me a little.
Wait, did we have enough? Oh, that's not exciting.
Don't try me later.
That was express. All right, to the ship. All right, to the shore. Let's see, octopus.
We need one more!
Sorry. 3 people rowing. That's like 8 people. Oh, this is separate. You did good. Jeez. All right. 4 people leading.
How does it feel?
To the shore. Mermaid. All right, keep people rowing.
That's fine.
Not again.
It's sacrifice.
Oh my goodness. Person overboard.
Let's go!
All right, we have our 2 winners again. All right, everybody sit down. All right, so now. Yeah, just paper and pens. One piece of paper and one pen to everybody. Just there to pass out paper. So, there's kind of some more difficult connections I wanted you to make to leadership and values. But does anybody have any ideas on what that might be with the game? If you don't, that's okay. They're kind of a stretch, but. So my thoughts were, there's a couple different things that I kind of drew that game kind of made that game applicable to values and leadership. One is you can't be looking at other people. You can't be looking at me. You have to think for yourself. You know, you have to be able to think and have your own thoughts, have your own ideas. You can't just follow other people. So in that way, I think it's really important that you stay true to yourself and that you stay true to what you believe. So if you think you hear something right and everyone else goes the other way, I mean, you gotta do what you think is right, you know, because you could be the only one that stays in. And then the other thing that I kind of thought tied in really well is the component with everybody, with like 3 people rowing and the person overboard. You have to be aggressive, right? That's why these 2 guys won both times. They're go-getters. If you want to be a leader, you got to be a go-getter, right? And there's other kinds of leaders as well. But I think either way, you have to be someone that's focused and is really intentional about what they want. And the other kind of thing that goes along with that is you need other people to be a leader, right? You can't just be a leader by yourself. And to be the best leader you can be, you need to remember that you're a leader for people rather than yourself. So kind of going off of that, we're going to move into another topic about values. So we're going to have you write down 10 values. If you can't think of 10, get at least 7, but max 10, minimum 7. 10 values of leaders that you have experienced in the past that you think are important for leadership. So we're going to give you a few minutes to do that, and then we'll come back. Abby's going to write up a couple examples if you're having trouble thinking of some things. So she's going to write some examples on the board. You don't have to use those, but they're just kind of things you can make stories off of. Couple more minutes. Couple more minutes. At least 7. Great. All right, so next I'm going to have you all come back out here and I want you to find 5 people to talk to. What you're going to do is you're going to introduce yourself to that person, and then I want you to pick one of the values and kind of explain why you think it's important, or even the situation that you found it was important, and then why you would have it on your list as one of the top 10 values that a leader should have. So come on out here, bring your paper if you need it. And I want you to find 5, preferably people you don't know, but if you know everybody, that's okay. Just find, you'll spread out. So like do 2, just find another person, and then we'll switch, okay? Go for it. Yeah, hard. All right, switch. All right, everybody stop for a second. We have even numbers. We have 12 people. So you should all be in a pair. Okay, so I want you to be in a pair. All right, so find a pair. So find something new you haven't been talking to. Go. So it is. That's a good one. All right, let's switch again. Find a new pair.
Sammy, I think you join it.
All right, switch again. Talk about a different one. Alright, one last time, find somebody new and talk about a different value. Last time.
For me,
If you need more snacks, you can go through the line again. Otherwise, the scanner's working. Let's do that. Let's have everybody scan one more time. And then once you're done, sit back down with your papers. Start with, we have a funky scanner. Let's worry about that. Oh, so do it. Did it work this way?
That's how it goes with that.
There we go.
Yeah, I don't like it's kind of but yeah. I that's what we're but they're not just doing that, it's not like you really it or I don't have to click on the screen and after I open the computer.
Yes, yes.
That's what I'm
Power when I start to do that. All right. Does anybody want to enlighten me? A couple people want to tell me some good news about values and the important ones.
One of the most important for me was futuristic, because I kind of feel like it's really important to keep an eye on your future and kind of like whatever you're doing right now, not just thinking, oh, let's just do it today because it's fun, but also keep an eye on how it's going to affect your future. The other one, which I feel was really important, was like the coffee leader, because I kind of like grew up in a house where my mother and everybody around me kind of told me, you need to become leader. Not in the sense that you want to just be just competition with everybody in no sense, but become a leader in the sense that you're confident, you can go out there and see what you got.
For sure. That's great. Does anyone else have some more? You can just say one. You don't say one. That's great.
I had one for being stern. I feel like a lot of people don't think about it that much. Maybe sometimes. It makes sense because I'm running an education program, so I'm thinking about as a teacher, you have students in the classroom who are misbehaving and not listening to you. And if the teacher's too soft or just too nice, then the kids are going to take advantage of them and misbehave.
Right.
So to be able to gain respect from them, you gotta be able to give them punishments like detention or sit in the corner so they understand the boundaries and rules that we're establishing.
Yeah, totally. I totally get that one. And I played this game at camp before when I worked at a camp, and one of the things they tell you when you work at a camp is at the start of the week you tell them, and you're stern with them, like you're saying, you have to start off kind of almost mean, not mean, but like very strict. Then you loosen up as the week goes, because if you start the other way, really hard to rein it back in. So, like that, there's different situations that require different values. Does anyone have another one? Yeah.
I said honesty because if you're going to be a leader, you need to be trustworthy, and like as an LM major, your students got to be able to trust you. You got to own up to what you say.
Are you 2 LM majors? Oh, all of you. Nice, nice. Very cool. Anyone over here want to share one?
Somebody that motivates others or brings people up.
So like inspiring, just people to be better. Yeah, for sure. All right. So the next part of this, that was great. Great job, everybody. It was good to see you all popping and stuff. For the next part of this, I want you to choose 3 of those that you think are the most important. So try to whittle them down, circle them, or whatever you want to do to make sure you know, star them, whatever works. And then I'll tell you what we can next after that. Choose them all. Everybody, let's put all people almost done. Great. Okay. So now, with these 3, I want you to think of specific situations that you can use these, and then give the specific situation, and then how it will make that situation or that leadership role more effective or a more positive experience. So I want you to write specific things, so write those out maybe on the other part of your paper, and I want you to put those specific examples in there. pretty good? This is a little bit more personal, but does anyone want to share? Don't have to. Feel comfortable, but.
Yeah, I was gonna say, one of my big ones was being open-minded, and eventually, since I'm an LA major, I kind of tied into that a little bit. If like a lesson plan falls through and you kind of have to think on your feet or whatever, or if you have certain students that have particular needs, whether that's a special need or they're from a different culture, we'll have to adapt and be open-minded in our classrooms to make sure all the students get as best of an experience as they can.
For sure. That's awesome. I really like open-minded as one of my top ones too. Does anyone else want to share? Come on, that was great. Someone else has something too, right?
I guess I'd say respect, which to me means like you accept people for who they are and what they do or believe. You don't have to always agree with them, but you need to understand and listen that they might think something other than you. So you just have to be like open-minded to other people's cultures.
For sure. Awesome. And that kind of affects how you lead in some ways. Thinking about how people might be differently. Great. Anybody over here? This table's a little more quiet, which isn't a bad thing, but yes.
That people won't feel outward or
Right. That's why I came over here. I was trying to get you in. Anybody else? Sammy, you got one, right? You don't want to share, that's okay.
I can share. I would say, that as a leader, I should very do things in the best interest of the whole company. So just doing things that on the long run benefits the whole group.
It's kind of like Manato's the big picture look. Thinking about the big picture, not just one person over yourself. For sure. How about one more? Anybody?
I can tell one.
Or two more? You want to go, Catherine?
Sure. So I put organized, because no matter where you are in life, like making sure that all things are accounted for, whether it be like material items or like just like specifically like as an example, like you're in a club or something. Like you need to make sure that you organize like material items, resource availability, concerns and inquiries, and then everything you do is based on that foundation that you established early. So like if you're organized from the start, then it can only get like stronger from there. Then like all the pieces are kind of spread out in the beginning, then it's kind of hard to recover from that foundation.
Yeah. Catherine's the president of ESO, which is
Environmental Sustainability Organization.
Yes, and I went to the meeting the other day. She was very organized. She had a whole PowerPoint ready to go. So I can see why that would be one of hers. Did you want to share yours? We'll end on this one.
Yeah, so I kind of like had work under pressure, and I think it kind of like gets like working in collaboration under pressure is where I work right now. I kind of like had this job for the first time. It kind of changed me in a way that I used to think that if I'm doing something all by myself, I'm doing it better, and there was no chance that I'm making a mistake. I don't have to rely on anybody. I can get it done on time, and because I don't know, working in a group is kind of like I've always been in that position that I really like the team leader or something to just keep telling people that we need to get this done. And it was a challenge for me. But right now I feel like it's better in a sense that a lot of people has different sides of the same picture. So most of the times you can look at something and you'll be like, oh, well, it could just be fine and we're going good, but somebody else can come up with just another issue that we just have missed. So, and then working under pressure is mostly like, if you're working in a group, you don't know what qualities everybody can bring to the group. So I feel like after coming to America and then working as like where I work right now, kind of like opened my mind to how working in a collaboration and working in a group and all the places in like an organization, it's better than just working alone. I still stick to working alone sometimes because if I need to get something done, but bringing everybody's idea on the table is always better.
Great. Thank you all for sharing. Those are all so great to hear. So I kind of want to close just saying that thinking about the values you hold and why you hold them is so important in terms of your development as a leader. And it's really important to make sure that when you're in a leadership position, which is all the time, it's really important to make sure that those values are coming through and always reflecting to make sure that those values come through. So just remember these things that you care about that you've written down and talked about today, because they're all great, they're all very important, and try to make sure that you as a leader pull those through in your leadership opportunities. Yeah, unless you guys want to play Ships and Sailors one more time, I think that's all I have for the workshop.
We have two runner-ups. Hi, by the way, my name is Emmy. I'm the advisor for LeadershipU. So, two things before we all go. We do surveys every week to see what y'all are running, make sure we're being effective. So, if you can take a couple minutes, they're totally anonymous. It just helps us to know what we're doing, make sure we're doing well. And then the other thing is we're doing some new things this year as far as like recognizing folks who've been attending workshops and that type of stuff. So we've got incentives that we got for folks. We've got a couple folks here who are returners. So we just wanted to pick up some mugs and do some shout outs. So Emily, you've done a few these before. So if you'd like mug, thank you. And then we actually have one of our alums back, Nevo, is visiting. So make sure that you hook up with the mug too. So if you come to more workshops in the future, you will also get mugs. So, and also feel free to bring friends because it's an awesome way to get other folks involved. Thank you all.
Yeah. And we have our leadership retreat in February coming up. The registration for that opens October. So
Yes, and that's it.
All right, so people, did you enjoy the game today? You did? Okay, so we kind of like, we kind of came up with the idea that if you enjoy games and if you have something that you would like to play here, we're introducing Game of the Week. It's going to be like a small portion of our workshop every week. You can be the one who can choose that game, and everywhere on our social media, we're on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and you can, we're going to decide one game every week and then play with all of you just to have like fun and make some more leadership keys and stuff like that. But if you have some game in your mind, you can let us know through our Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, or anywhere. And if your game gets selected, you're going to get a mug. So be creative, come up with some game idea, and we can all play next week.
yeah, and that leadership retreat is kind of like this. There'll be lots of different speakers and activities, and it's a full weekend.
And you can go sledding and mix s'mores and
And
ball.
play boom ball, which is my all-time true love. Sports. It's so fun. But anyway, so look out for that in October. It's almost October. What the heck? Crazy.
Tell me how to do that.
But anyway, yeah, thanks for coming.
Cool. Thanks, everyone.